Hello friends, here we will see the notes of Our Doll's House. Our Doll's House explores the ways that societal expectations restrict individuals, especially women, as the young housewife Nora Helmer comes to the realization that she has spent her 8 years marriage and indeed most of her life pretending to be the person that Torvald, her father, and society at large expect at her to be. At the beginning of the play, Nora believes that all she wants is to be happy, which she defines as keep the house beautifully and have everything just as her husband Torvald likes. What happened in this story, in this play, the narrator expresses the feelings of women, how society expect or how parent expect and also how husband expect from a woman how she should be. Even society also expect the same. Here, protagonist Nora Helmer struggles nearly 8 years for her family to look after. She wanted to be a just the role model as a best mother, best wife till the end of the play. Later, she changes her minds and she worries, she takes care of only herself. We will continue here. She further defines freedom as having more than enough money in order to create a life free from care. First, she thought that freedom is just having and looking over the family. Later, she understood that creating a space for ourselves. At her self sacrificing actions, illegally obtaining a loan to give her husband's life, and then keeping this loan a secret in order to placate his manly pride, prevent her from attaining this freedom. As Nora realizes that her selfless actions are now the source of her sorrow, she begins to question whether she leads is capable of providing her with happiness. In between of the play, she took a loan, especially for the treatment of her husband. But she keeps the loan matter as a secret because if it revealed to the society, it may hurt the husband's pride or his manly pride. So she keeps it as a secret. But that secret hurts a lot from her husband's side. At the end, she understood that each and every action of her, what she done till there, was useless. Later, she focused only on herself. We will continue here. The play begins with Nora cheerily returning home from Christmas shopping, but Torval emerging from. The play begins with the Nora's entering from the shop. She buys many materials to celebrate Christmas the next day. His office quickly creates an oppressive atmosphere. Suddenly, husband starts to oppress her. You are not fit to be a wife to me, and you are not growing, you are not taking care of children properly. Like that, he started to shout to her. With the diminutive titles he bestows on Nora, and the way he controls her life from her spending to the food she consumes. Nora appears cheerful and childlike, her enthusiasm about Torvald's rise and promotion unbridled, even in the face of a downtrodden childhood friend, Mrs. Linde, arriving for a visit. In between, after this scene, her childhood friend, Mrs. Linde, came to her house, Nora's house. She feels like cheerful now. However, as Nora speaks with Mrs. Linde, she hints at the fact she may appear for she saved Torvald's life by raising the money to take him to Italy to recuperate from an illness. Here, Nora expresses her feelings regarding her husband's illness, how she struggled during those days. She took a loan, she lent money from outsiders, and she paid for that by working hard. All these information she gives to her childhood friend, Linde. When Mrs. Krogstad, an employee at Torvald's bank, arrives, the main action of the play begins. Krogstad lent the money to Nora, and in order to secure his position at the bank, he will blackmail Nora with the fact that she illegally signed the contract for the dying father. Here, Krogstad, as a villain character in the play, he makes blackmail to the protagonist Nora. He says he want to keep his bank job same, so he blackmailing Nora. And he says, you are illegally forged the sign of your father and took loan from the bank. I will say this information to your husband, by that you will be prisoned or you will get punishment for your sin. Like that he says. The play comes to the climax when Torvald reads Krogstad's letter. Nora, convinced of Torvald's utter love for her, believes that a wonderful thing will happen, showing once and for all that Torvald would sacrifice anything for her well being. She believes that, till now, she believed that Nora husband may take care of her and he can understand one or the other day what struggling she faced. But till the end of the play, the husband did not understand what she is, and she lost hope in that life and she went away. Torvald will take the blame for the forgery himself, sacrificing his own reputation for hers and balancing out the sacrifice she made. Till now, she made all the struggling she faced. She made that forgery and she even took money for this health reason of her husband, not for herself. But now she listens scolding for the same reason. The husband did not understand why Nora struggles like this, why she does all this. But when Torvald reads the letter, he never considers sacrificing his reputation, as no man would sacrifice his honor for the one he loves. Now, after reading the second letter from Torvald, he understood his mistake. As Torvald rakes at her, Nora's delusions about her marriage and her life suddenly shatter, and she realizes that Torvald has always viewed and treated her as a doll. Till now, she took all the pains inside and she did not show or she did not blast in at any reason. But now she thinks all the situations during her marriage days and after when they enter life, and she faced many problems. All these she remembered, and she remembered that I have been a doll in this house rather than the wife, to the shaped any way he pleases, in order to understand herself and engage with the world on her own terms. Nora leaves Torvald and her children to start a new life where she knows herself as a human being above all. Now, at the end of the play, she left her family, husband, children, everyone, and she started to find herself a beautiful family. Nora craves freedom and happiness, but up until the very end of the play, her definitions of these things are swayed by the conventional society she grew up in through the lie around the forgery initially threatens Nora's marriage. Its actual destruction comes via the revelation of the truth. In the face of Torvald's rake, Nora sees that the real lie is the one she has been living, her decision to live. Here, in between the play, Nora lied her husband only because her husband had health issues, to take care of his health, to take treatment to his betterment of his health. But he did not understand the real reason, real care behind his wife's action. He only ragged on her and she got much hurt. Torvald represents her first chance to find true freedom, which she now defines as the ability to make her own choices. Nora's entire outlook on life shifts by the end of the play, and she now understands that marriage needs equality to work. Whether Nora ever returns to Torvald and the children remains ambiguous, leaving the audience to wonder whether true, fulfilling matrimony is possible in a society that holds one gender in greater esteem than the other. Here shows the gender inequality. When As a wife, Nora, she took all the responsible. She struggled a lot for the wellness, for the care of her family. But till end of the play, nobody understood her struggling, her pain, her emotions. Everybody played in that. When she understood the real meaning of life, marriage, family, everything, she got bored or she got felt like we should live. So she left that life and went away. It shows the societal gender inequality by the side of society, by the side of parents. Even her parents also expected she should be the good wife rather than good human being. She should get all the feelings, all the love she should get. Nobody worried about that. Everybody thought she should be a perfect mother, she should be a perfect wife. Only that much. It shows the gender inequality. Even as a husband, Helmer also had much responsibility, but he did not do anything. Nobody blamed on that matter. This is the main theme of this play. If you understood this, let me know in the comment box. Also, like the video and subscribe my channel. Thank you one and all.